Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Rooster Stone Show. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I got to make that proprietary.
Let's do it.
I'm going to just nab that little section and do it every time. I love that.
Show me the love.
Hey,
love it.
Man, welcome back. You know, I'm so happy to have Kyle back on the show today from 30 West Entertainment. My man, my brother from another mother. All right, man, we're here. We're going to do another What Are You Listening To today? We got some great songs for you. No reason to wait. Kyle, let's get it going, baby.
All right, my first song for today is Vehicle by the Ides of March. Album came out in 1970. It was their debut album, Vehicle. This one-hit wonder from a debut album with its catchy horn sections and feel-good vibe always takes me back to my childhood.
Oh, I love this song.
My dad was a bartender, and every time I would go into the bar to visit him, 9 times out of 10, this was one of the songs back in the 70s that was rocking on the jukebox at the time, all the time.
Yeah.
This song even climbed to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Check this out, right behind American Woman by the Guess Who.
Dude.
Could you imagine
really?
getting that close to the Guess Who with a one-hit wonder?
Dude, that's awesome. This is a good one-hit wonder, though.
It is. I'm telling you what, this is just one of those songs that as soon as I hear it, I'm like all giddy and back to my childhood, walking in, seeing my dad again behind the bar, and you know, it's
so it's all wrapped up in nostalgia.
Oh, dude, I'm all about nostalgia when it comes to rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Dude. Me too. Dude, this is such a great choice. This song brings me back, man. I love you. I need you. I want you. Got to have your child. Dude.
Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Dude, like we just had a moment there, man.
That was awesome.
That's a great song. YouTube's gonna tag us now for that. You know,
let's do it.
Copyright. Dude, what a great tune. I love it. I'm so glad that was your first choice. So my first choice today is Crying Shame. This is a song by an artist called the Teskey Brothers from their Half Mile Harvest album from 2018. I first saw these guys at South by Southwest, and man, they blew me away. It's two brothers, Josh and Sam Teskey. These guys bottled up early 60s soul and are reselling it in the 21st century. You can tell they grew up with musicians like Sam Cooke and Otis Redding. Every song I've heard from them makes me fall in love with it all over again. Josh's soulful voice, Sam's smooth, crying guitar, it's all there, man. I don't know what's in the water down there in Oz, but man, I wish they would put some in ours here. These guys are the real deal, man. So good.
All right. So this was my first time listening to this song.
Mm-hmm.
And
had you ever heard these guys before?
I haven't, but after listening to this song, it's going to be one of my new rabbit holes.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going down it. I'm diving in because I really loved the sound. And I love this song for exactly what it is to me. And as you described it, it's got that 60 bluesy vibe, that soul.
Dude.
And again, there's another song. It takes me back to my childhood when my dad would be spinning tunes in the basement.
Yes,
just like this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like you said, the Otis Redding and stuff like that. Oh my gosh.
Dude, it does.
Absolutely.
It gets you in the feels, man. You know, I never heard an artist from Australia that I didn't like. Never. Not one time. So there it is. There's my first song. So what do you got for number 2, man? What you got?
All right. For number 2, I have The Impression That I Get by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones on their 1997 Let's Face It album. This album reached number 1 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks and is considered one of the greatest ska punk albums of the 90s.
Dude.
Especially with hits like The Rascal King, which is another favorite song of mine on that album.
Yeah.
It became an instant favorite the first time it was heard. I mean, just boom. I heard this song and I was like, when it comes on, it never gets turned off. The album is also featured in some popular soundtracks, including Step Brothers and Chasing Amy. Shout out to my boy Kevin Smith. Much love.
Oh, man.
I'm a big Kevin Smith fan.
That rolls me back.
I just purchased my copy of Dogma. I never had one for my collection.
Dude, Clerks was always my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Clerks.
Yeah. Clerks is the good one.
Snoochie Boochies. So, its impact is lasting, capturing the spirit of that classic knock on wood expression. Have you ever had to knock on wood there, Mo?
Dude, you know what, man? This tune, when this came out, these guys brought this like punk feel with horns to it. And I mean, how could you go wrong with that, dude? They were by far my favorite sort of that offering of ska bands that came out at that time. You know, because everybody was doing it, the Brian Setzer Orchestra, all that stuff. But these guys were my favorite. I liked his voice the best. I just really dig this tune. This is such a good choice. And I'm starting to notice a pattern here with your tunes today. Lots of horns, man.
Lots of horns. This was part of my playlist that I went down that rabbit hole of horns, bands with horns,
dude.
Rock bands with horns, punk bands with horns. It's just, my dad always said, you know what? Horns make a great rock band better. So.
Oh, wow, dude. That's, I kind of like that. That's good advice. So for my second song, I am now going to completely turn us around and offer you a song called 21st Century Boy by a band from England called Sig Sig Sputnik. This came off of their 1986 album Flaunt It. Sig Sig Sputnik is one of those bands that was so influential to me, it's hard to explain. They were electronica before there was such a thing. They were sampling and using MIDI in ways no one else was at the time. I chose 21st Century Boy because it's my favorite track on this, for me, seminal album. But I could have chosen really any of the other songs. That's how good this album, Flaunt It, is. They are all really that good. There's such a wonderful mix of nostalgia and newly realized awe whenever I listen to it, especially when I remember the technology that they were using at the time, which was quite primitive. I mean, it starts out sampling Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Bach. Bach, greatest musician of all time. And it just keeps building to this absolute frenzy. I'm a space cowboy, baby. I love this song. What'd you think of this tune?
All right. Again, another first time for me, Mo. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love about first times, because I love when I'm able to get introduced to new things, especially as a music lover.
It's literally the point of this entire show.
Which I love. So, okay. So first time listening to this song, and to me, it's a total fusion of all things 80s.
Yeah, it really is.
It definitely represents the 80s. When I listen to this, it makes me think of some things that I love about the 80s. I'm talking about new wave, punk rock, rock and roll, video games, and the movies like Flash Gordon. It just made me I started getting flooded with all these feelings and thoughts, and I'm just like, it happened like I was on like the Great Space Coaster or something, man. I was on a ride, brother.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? A little known fact, too. The lead guitar player of this band was the lead guitar player for the band Generation X, which was Billy Idol's first band.
Yeah.
It was a punk rock band. So there you go. Lots of different influences in this group. This is a group that you should go down that rabbit hole. You're going to love it.
That's 2 rabbit holes for me today so far.
Yeah, it's really good. So, dude, we're at the last song.
Already?
We're already there, man. We're already there.
So
what do you got?
We're already there. So you know what I say? I saved the best for last.
Oh.
My favorite horn song of all time. No matter the genre, the year, the decade. 25 or 624 by Chicago off the Chicago 2 1970 album.
Of course.
Without a doubt. It's my all-time favorite. The memorable guitar solo adds to its iconic status. I love the tone of this lead guitarist's guitar in this song.
Yeah, dude.
It's got that 70s, I don't know.
That's Terry Kath, dude.
Yeah.
He's largely considered by guitar players to be one of the top 3 players of all time. So
amazing. So my friend, who was a marching band director, had his band play during football games because I kind of, come on, Mark, play it at the games, and he taught it to the marching band, and they played it.
Wow.
Invited me out, and it was an amazing day.
Dude.
So the meaning of the song has been interpreted in many ways, ranging from a reference to illicit drugs to being codenamed for a famous person. Late-night recording sessions are said to have influenced the creation process, with one session lasting until about 4 a.m. when the artist glanced at his watch, realizing it was almost 25 or 26 till 4. There's also an amazing documentary called Now More Than Ever, The History of Chicago, which also helped clear up some of the rumors surrounding the song.
Wow.
But by far, like I said, this is the top horn song for me. There's no competition as far as I'm concerned. I just love this song. I don't know if you can tell. I love this song.
This is look, this is a great song, and bringing up Terry Kath, like when I went back and like really gave this song sort of a listen for this show, which is a different kind of listen. I did notice, dude, Terry Kath's guitar is so dirty. Like when you break away and just kind of take the horns and put them in the back of your brain, and you listen to his guitar, it is so crunchy. I mean, I did not remember it being that crunchy. And dude, Peter Cetera, before he got all like cheesy love song guy, it's amazing. I mean, this is such a great song.
He's not your inspiration?
Dude, I still like those songs. Don't get me wrong. We'll save that for another show. But I still like those songs. But dude, his voice on this is just, it's pearl. It's so good. That's a great choice. That's a really good choice. So like I do a lot on this show, I'm going to do the gear switch again. And I'm going to offer you a song called Girl from the North Country by Bob Dylan from the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan 1963. I didn't get into Dylan until I met a righteous dude named Mark McCall in college who got me to close my eyes and for the first time really just listen. After that, I was hooked on this guy, man. As I usually do when I want to deep dive an artist, I go back to the beginning and listen to everything in order. But it was the second song on his second album that really stuck with me all these years. This is a haunting song about a former lover. The choppy finger-picked arpeggio on nylon strings is so melancholy and so Dylan. But that voice, man, it bleeds the loss and the regret. I will often sit down and listen to this song 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a row. Bob has a lot to say. All of it is worth hearing. If you've never really listened, let me ask you now to sit down and close your eyes, put this song on, and let me be your Mark McCall. Give it a listen, baby. My man.
Yeah.
So what did you think of this tune?
All right, so Girl from the North Country. To be totally honest, I've never been much of a Dylan fan.
Yeah.
I did see him in concert recently, and I was really digging his live vibe. He was in concert there when I told you about when I went and saw Willie Nelson. So, amazing show. This was my first time listening to this song, and what I can say is that when I'm ready to journey out onto the open road on a most epic road trip, Dylan, especially this song, will be on my playlist. And that's how I feel about it. When I really, like you said, I took that moment and I just listened to this song. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, so if I would have a favorite Dylan song at this point in time, this would be it.
Right. Wow. Okay.
The first one that I really got into and dug into. There's a couple other ones I like, but after hearing this for the first time, I'm like, I was really just digging the whole vibe.
Yeah, this is my favorite Dylan song, but I've got a lot of favorite Dylan songs, that are sort of almost quite as much as this one. But this one is the one. It's always been the one. It still affects me when I listen to it now. I can still feel that pain and loss in this tune, and I just dig it. So, hey, man, there it is. 6 songs for you to listen to and check out. The playlist will be on Facebook. I'll post it up, or you can go visit my private Spotify page and find it too. I don't know if you can follow private pages or what. I'm so not techie. Anyway, it'll be on there and you can listen to these tunes or you can find them yourself. But thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end if you're still here. Don't forget to check out Rooster Stone at roosterstone.com and to follow, and subscribe to us on all the social media sites that we're available on. And don't forget about peace and one love. Come on over to roosterstone.com where you can book the band for any event you can imagine. Acoustic, full band, whatever your event may require. You can also email us to take online music lessons at an affordable monthly price. Don't forget to download our original music and follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media platforms. Keep rocking out at roosterstone.com.